Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Nancy Thompson of Create with Nancy, and it's time for some creative ink. It's time to feel inspired, it's time to create, and it's time to share all these beautiful creations with others. I'm Nancy Thompson of createwithnancy.com, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Skinny Atlas, New York, and I welcome you to my craft room. So come on in, say hello, let me know you're here. If this is your first time joining, hit that subscribe button so you can catch the next video when I go live. So today we're using, on Wednesday I shared card sketch number 8. It's from page 22 of the 24 to 25 annual catalog, and we've been using sketches throughout the year since the new catalog went live. And they are so much fun. I have been creating so many cards with this sketch, so I have even more ideas than what I shared with you on Wednesday, and if you missed that live, go back and watch it. It's so easy to create, and today we're going to take that sketch and we're going to make it more avid with just a simple addition to this card. So come on in, say hello, and let's get started. So welcome Shirley, I'm so glad you're here. So let's get to my desktop. So as I said, this is the 24 to 25 annual catalog on page 22, and this is where Stampin' Up! Has their card sketches, and this is where you'll also find in my newsletter, if you're not a subscriber, where I share PDF tutorials with most of the sketches, okay? Unless I'm using it for a paid class, then I don't share it. So you can check that out. So subscribe to my newsletter if you're not a subscriber yet, and every edition, I don't always use a sketch edition, but there's some type of new tutorial in there for you to create with. So let's see, it's a dreary day here in Skinny Atlas, New York, and hot and steamy, so my lighting is a little off today. I love it when the sun shines. So we're doing sketch number 8. So if you have your annual catalog, you can refer to it. Let me move that out of the way, but let's just share what I showed on Wednesday, okay? Let's get rid of this so we can. There we go. So here is one, I'm not sure which one we made, I can't remember, but here's one with the Countryside Inn designer paper right there. And here's Perennial Lavender. Here is the Mediterranean Bloom. Here is the Full of Life designer paper. And here's another Countryside Inn right here. And then here's a Unbounded Love designer paper, and we're going to use this today. It's a beautiful springy, it could be used for any type of occasion that you might have. So we're going to use that, and then I shared with you how to even step this simple card here by matting your designer paper as well instead. It totally, I think, makes a difference when you mat those pieces of designer paper. It just really makes it even a bigger wow. So, all right, and then I played even more. So I think these are the ones that I shared online for samples, but I even played even more. I kind of pulled out the, let's see, I pulled out the two market designer paper, and look how versatile that is, because one side is like all vegetables and stuff, and then this one has different sides. This is one of the other sides, so you can kind of mix and match. It took me a little bit of time to figure out what patterns look good, but I just matted them on some crumb cake cardstock, and then added these flowers from the Flowers and Beauty dies. There's a set of dies for these small little flowers. Isn't that easy? And then let's see, I think the rest I'm going to show a little bit later, okay? So you can have so much fun with any of your designer paper that you have, okay? All right, so let's see, what are we using today? So today, as I said, we're going to be using the Unbounded Beauty designer paper, and starting on August 6th, the newsletter will have some information about it. Hopefully this weekend I'll be having a newsletter out, and most of the paper is on sale. Okay, and this is definitely one of them. So they're on sale. The ones that are on sale are all $10.69 each, so almost like a little over $2 saving, which is really cool. And then we're going to use just a hint, well, some of this glimmer specialty paper. It goes beautifully with this suite. I think it's all part of the suite in there, I believe. You know what? Let's just check that out. I'm pretty sure. You know, it's hard to keep track. Yeah, I think that is part of the suite is the glimmer paper. So you can find this suite on, yes, I don't have them all memorized. Let's see here. Must be one of the last ones. Here we go. The suite has, yes, the glimmer paper, the DSP, there's some coordinating dots, and this is a mega bundle, so there's two stamps and die bundles, so there's words, and then I use some of the die cuts from here and this one as well on some of my cards. Okay, so there's our paper, and then we're also going to use I think we're using the distress tile. I've used it on some of my samples, okay? And then of course there's that Unbounded Love die set. I love it. Lots of labels, but you can embellish with these leaf die cuts as well. So a lot of versatility here as well. Okay, so let's move that. And interesting like shape dies as well, okay? Okay, so where are we going to start today? So we're going to start with some thick basic white cardstock. It's 4 1/4 by 11 inches. I've already pre-scored it at 5 1/2. So let's grab a bone folder here, and we will just burnish this fold here. All right, so it's a little more pronounced. We're going to set that aside, and we are going to pull. Actually, we don't really need to do anything else for now, because we're going to build, yeah, we are going to set that aside. So what steps this up is some of our window sheets, okay? And you know what, I was going to, and you can find them, they're actually listed in the index, okay? When in doubt, you can't find anything, just kind of skim through the index until you find what you're looking for. And where did I find them? Oh, okay, kind of like paper and packaging, so you can find them on page 123 in the catalog, okay? Because some things do get hidden, and you always can like search in the online store as well. So window sheets, all it is, you just get a little wording there and that's it. I mean, they're kind of talking about it, so if you're reading your catalog, you can kind of start getting an idea where things are as well. So they've used it to make shaker cards. Well, we're going to use it to make our card a little bit more avid, okay, with this sketch. So we've got a window sheet, and let me just grab a piece of paper here, okay? And I've already cut. We're going to use some Pretty in Pink cardstock, and yes, we are using the embossing folder. So I've already pre-embossed some white cardstock right there. So let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more for you guys. Okay, so I've embossed. So these are the same size as our designer paper, okay? And these are 1 1/8 by 1 1/2 inches. So these are 1 1/8 by 1 1/2 inches. And then our cardstock layering pieces are 1 1/4 by, I gotta think for a minute, 1 5/8 inches. Okay, so we're gonna just start gluing these together. It doesn't take long to do this. Once you have all your cutting done, we will just glue. I've got 5 that are gonna be designer paper, okay, and then 4 that are gonna have the embossed cardstock on them. And I have made, that's what I was doing before I came live. I was finishing up even more samples for you all today with just kind of focusing on this designer paper because there's just so many different color combinations that you can use to create a collection of cards. So I see we have a few more people join in. Hi, Betty. Oh, yes, hot and humid here too. I was looking ahead to the forecast for next week, and I think it's actually going to look like it's going to start being a little cooler, like mid 70s here. And that will be kind of a relief, right? So hopefully we all get that relief, because I do not like it when it's this hot. It's too hot. You don't even want to be outside. Okay, and let's see, one more of these. So hi Colleen, welcome, and happy Friday. I know it's, I don't know, I look forward to Fridays, but I also like, okay Nancy, I didn't get everything done I wanted to this week, right? So there's always so much to do. There's so much stamping I wanted to still do. Yeah. Okay, we're almost done here. So, and using like a fine tip glue bottle really works well with this. You don't over glue. So if you don't have, you know, like a fine tip bottle, you know, go on Amazon and look for one, because they're not that expensive. And I just refill mine with our Tombow liquid glue. It takes a little bit of time. And then I save, like, you know, when it gets down, there's still always a lot left after I refilled it. And then I just use that for like a bigger project. So I always have an ongoing bottle supply going. Okay, so now we can start adding these to our acetate, just kind of like the same way we built our card front, okay? So the acetate is 4 inches by 5 1/4, okay? And I'm gonna start in the corners. And this is kind of like also called a floating, you know, technique too. I'm not sure if there's more to it, you know, like lots of times you're using strips, like a floating strip, but maybe I would call it a floating sketch. I don't know. Anybody got a fancy name for this? So it's meant to look like, when we're all done, that these squares are kind of like just floating on your card front, okay? And this really makes, using the acetate too, really makes it super simple to really get a nice square grid line. Okay, you're getting ready for, oh, Carol. Hope it goes to the golf as they're projecting. Oh, yikes. Are you in Florida or are you up here? I can't keep track. But anyways, yes, I think it was headed in Florida. I don't know. I haven't had time to really listen to the news. So I just kind of look at the weather here. All right, let's see. Missing my squares. And I'm kind of like paying attention to the directional pieces. And I meant to do some of these kind of like landscape way, and I just keep forgetting to do that. So we're going to do another portrait card. So just get them square, okay? Can you see? It looks really, it helps your grid. And if you're not using them, if you don't want them floating, you could just also use a plain piece of cardstock too. It's kind of like your mat as well. You just got to play around with your dimensions, all right? So let's add our white embossed pieces, because now we're going to work on the outer edges. And I always generally save the middle for last, okay? And just get that up to the edge, all right? Here we go. And it's okay if you're not quite perfectly, you know, a perfect grid, because I don't think anybody's, your eye is gonna kind of move to the greeting when we're done. You're gonna see that. And there we go, okay? And they won't really notice that if they're a little wonky looking. Okay, let's do this one. And it's really simple. I've been having fun with these. Okay, I think we're gonna do one of these cards for my team meeting with some new designer paper in the upcoming mini. So I'm excited about that. I designed that last night. So, using some of the paper that we got from the Creativity Now event that we had virtually maybe a month ago. Here we go. Okay, our final one. It's just gonna go smack dab in the middle. All right, see how easy that looks? Look at that beautiful looking grid. Okay, hi Colleen, welcome. Okay, and Kathy, welcome. This is gorgeous paper. All right, I love the pink and white color scheme. Isn't that just beautiful? Okay, we can put this onto our card base. So how are we gonna do that? So see how so if you're ever using like acetate, you want to be careful. You can see, and this is kind of goes with vellum. This is kind of like the same effect that would happen with vellum. You can see the glue lines, so you always have to pay attention to that. Oh yeah, I missed. Okay, I gotta remember that I've got more samples here to share with you. All right, so let's add some dimensionals. Okay, so we're gonna so remember this is floating, so we're gonna just for stability, add quite a few. Put some in the corners, along the sides, one in the middle. All right, so we pretty much have one on each square. Okay, and let's do this right here. And wait to see what the glimmer paper is going to do to this card, because you don't need a ton of glimmer, and we're going to just glamp this up, I guess. I think because this is only 1/8 of an inch all the way around, so there's not much of a border. There we go. That looks good. So can you guys see the dimension? I don't know. Can you see like the dimension, how it just like pops up there? And do you feel like they look so much better in real life? I want to see if you guys can tell. Doesn't it look like it's kind of floating there? I mean, you're kind of meant to not, the window sheet isn't supposed to be, it's supposed to be subtle. So, but anyways, it's supposed to be like in the background. You don't really notice it's there, okay? Okay, so we are going to dress up this card now. So we're going to use our stylish shape label here and our layering leaves greeting, okay? So we're going to do thinking of you. Okay, wouldn't this be a beautiful thinking of you card, you know, just as a pick-me-up here. So I'm going to just stamp this off to the side. You know, greetings don't always have to be in the middle, okay? I've got it off to the side because we're going to put some type of embellishment there. We're going to add some of these glittered leaves that I've already die cut out, okay? And I'm going to take my pick tool. I've got a couple pieces here that didn't get poked out. And I used, when I ran these through, I used a piece of wax paper in between the glimmer paper and the die. It just really helped pop out those little tiny pieces. All right, so we're gonna just add a little bit of glue here on the bottom portion here. Okay, and I'm just going to just offset this for a minute. Gonna just add these. Isn't that glimmer paper just gorgeous? This is the pretty and pink color, because these are all, this paper is all our new in colors. Okay, and then just kind of do this. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that gorgeous tag there. All right, but we're not done. So let's put this on our card. Let's give that a minute to dry. Let's add some more dimensionals. Right here. Here we go. And then, so this could really go anywhere. I think I'm going to put it right dab in the middle of this middle layer. Okay. I love this. This would be like a person maybe going through cancer or anything like that. I think it's just really would make someone feel special, or just anything, you know. Glue dots. So let's see, let's grab a glue dot here. So I love the pink and white combo. And then we're gonna just add this gorgeous silver and white glitter bow. Okay, and then let's see. I gotta think about how I want this to. I'm fussy about my tails. Yeah, I think that looks good. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? All right, we're still not done. We still got to add a little bit more bling, okay? So let's see, where are we at? We're going to pull in. I started using rhinestones, and I'm like, you know what? I think the shimmer gems here would really look. These are the in color, yep, shimmer gems. So let's add these to it. Okay, is that an acetate? Yes, it is. Window sheet, acetate sheet. So hi Pat, welcome. Let's see. Okay, I think that's it. So you can find them on, I think it was 123, Colleen. You get 2 sheets in a package. It's 12 by 12 and they're $5. So let's see, where do we put the third one? Let's go down here. Okay, look at that beautiful card. I want to make these all day long. All right, so, but I'm going to show you some also that, you know, how they look without the acetate sheet as well, the window sheet on it. Okay, we got to do the inside of our card. We're not done yet, but look at that beautiful card. Look at it shine and glimmer. I love it. Okay, let's do our envelope flap. And so who would give this sketch avid? I'm going to call it an avid sketch because it has bumped it up using that window sheet, and you could really do it with so any of the designer paper. Okay. Okay, let's put this on our flap here. There we go. And then let's give it a quick haircut here. Let's see. This really adds to it. Now let's do the inside of our card, okay? We're going to line it with a little bit of Pretty in Pink cardstock, okay? I found this tiny strip in my scrap. So we're going to add a little bit of liquid glue. Sometimes I don't add it to the paper. I'm just going to, because you know it's about 1/4 of an inch, a little bit more. And I'm less likely to get glue all over my fingers, right? Just settle that down, and then let's flip it over to make sure we're straight on the end. Okay, and then we can trim this, and now I still got enough for another card there as well. All right, but we're not done yet, okay? Look what else I've done. I've had some little scraps of the glimmer paper, okay? So let's take and let's add some of this to our card as well. Do I want that? I think I have a skinnier one here. Let's see. Yes. I think I want to go with the skinnier sliver here. This is like 1/8 of an inch, okay, width. So you're barely slicing anything off, okay? So like if you're die cutting something and you got like 1/4 inch, I save those little scraps. Okay, so how do I do this? I'm gonna just, oops, got a little heavy there. I'm gonna just do a thin little bead right up along that designer paper. And let's just lay this down. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? So don't be afraid to think about adding little hints of glimmer to your project. So there's more than just the in color glimmer. We also, you know, I don't quite know what colors there are. There's a couple. There's some in the online store that are online exclusives, and then there's like a melon mambo maybe, but there's a few other colors. I should have pulled them out. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? I love it. Okay, let's adhere this to our cardstock. Even though it doesn't look totally like Pretty in Pink, it's a close enough shade to really, you know, it's a little bit darker than like the pink, but it complements it very well. Okay, let's do this. Add some glue. Put this on the inside of our card. And boy, didn't that like really turn this card into a wow by that glimmer paper? Look at that. It's fabulous, I think. Look at that card. I love it. Okay, let's look at some other samples, right? Because you guys want to see more. So if you find that this is an easy wow to make sure to share this with others. Tell them about this beautiful video. And let's clean this off. Let's move. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we got our bling, right? And then let me just make sure I'm zoomed out. Here we go. Okay, let's look at any things. Okay, which DSP is this? This is the Unbounded Beauty designer paper, Carol. And it's in the annual catalog on page 55 of the 24 to 25 annual catalog, and it's this. So there's a whole variety, and it comes, and it's all in the in colors. Okay, plus a few more, like Berry Burst is in there, and Pretty Peacock is in there. Okay. All right, so let's look at what else I have to share with you. So before, these are samples that I made before I started matting my designer paper. Okay. So this has got the acetate, it got the window sheet on it right here with the perennial lavender. Okay, this is the wildly flowering one. I think they'll look so much better if they are matted. I think it just really makes it pop. Here's the Countryside Inn. Here's the Mediterranean Blue. Remember we did let's see, what did we do with that color scheme? Here we go. This one was like that. Okay, so you can just mix and match your paper. I wanted to find a way to use the orange, and this might look good on pumpkin pie as well. Okay, so there's that. And let's see, did I get them all out of there? Hang on, let me, I have tons of samples here. Okay, I think that was it of those. And then, oh, so let's just move these. So those were some more acetate ones. And then these I did this morning as well. So you can create a whole collection of these, okay? So these I didn't use the window sheet with, okay? Here is another one. Here's another one. So I've used all 5 colors. I want to pull this one out. I used it with this large piece here, and then look at the pumpkin pie one with the peach pie. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful? And then I kind of started running out of time. I meant to do this one with the window sheet on it, and I didn't. So, but I think this would look really good with the window sheet. And then I've made this one. So I got to do the other 2 colors and maybe redo this one again with the window sheet on there as well. So, okay, I still have more. Oh my goodness. I could not stop stamping the other night. Was it last night? I don't know. Maybe it was the night before. I think it was Wednesday night I did these other ones. So look at this one with the Countryside Inn. I love like just choosing one pattern and also and adding just the embossed cardstock. I love that monochromatic look, you know, like even like this one. I think it looks a little less busy, but these still go well together. Okay. Oh, look at this one right here. So this is a paper you might have forgotten that we have. This is, they mention it in our annual catalog. It was a carryover from the Holiday Mini. It's called Winter Meadow. So this is the only pattern I thought worked well with this out of this paper. Because you don't want too large of a print. Otherwise you kind of lose the design, okay? Old Olive, Berry Burst, and Old Olive Glimmer too. Yes. So, you know, so kind of keep that in mind as well. All right. So here's a perennial lavender. I started adding in some of the lavender die cuts there. I love this. Here's another monochromatic card. Now this one, I don't know if you can see it. So on the base of the card, I used the plaid designer paper. I completely covered it, so it's not like a stark white base. There you go. I think you can see it. So it's got like that plaid crumb cake pattern in that paper. So it just kind of makes those colors pop a little bit more, I think. All right. Okay, you ready for Christmas? Oh my goodness. I mean, look at all these cards from this one sketch. Can you believe it? Okay, thanks, Carol. Highland Heather, Petal Pink, and Pretty Peacock. So all come in the glimmer paper. Okay, so you can still, like, don't forget to create with that. I kind of have it like off on my shelf a little bit, and I need to pick it out. Look at this Christmas one right here. It took me a while to kind of figure out how to get this bouquet and what word to put on it, and then I kind of add Christmas down here. I'm happy with this card. I think that looks pretty special, but this would still look fine if it was flat on a card as well. But that's got the acetate window, okay? But don't they like look popped up? You could just use plain dimensionals, but using, you know, the window sheet really makes it easy to create that grid pattern on it, so it just looks more straight and even. Okay, finally, my last sample. I love this one too. Look at all this gold. This would be a beautiful like golden anniversary. I've added a little bit, I should have been looking on the inside, of gold foil in there. Okay, I think this is gorgeous as well. Maybe a couple more sprigs there or something, but yeah, what did I do on the inside? So here's a piece of vellum, the vellum die cut there as well. That's a nice subtle little hint there. I don't know, I can't remember. I just had so much fun creating with these. So what did I do here? I think this one's my favorite, one of my favorite. Okay, I love the look of this. So oh yeah, I did add some silver foil in there. Okay, and I didn't double mat it, it's just a strip all the way across with that hint of silver foil there. Okay, and let's see, what did I do here? No, just that. And I think I did something in here. Oh, I did like the glimmer paper in there as well. So okay, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed. So if you loving some of these products, you know, I got to change the host code. I haven't done that, but it's still live right now, but there will be a new one up shortly, okay, for August. So for right now, it's still good, but once I change it, it'll disappear. But so if you need any project, remember August 6th is when you can order the designer paper special goes live. And you can use, if you've earned bonus coupons can be spent even now, but you can wait till August 6th and use them too, okay? How long did it take you to do all this? I don't know, I just kind of worked at them, Colleen. I don't know, I just stamp in my room at night, you know, instead of watching TV, I'm creating. So, well, this morning, let's see, I think I worked on a few this morning. I just did this one before I went live. And I think I was working on these this morning. So yeah, anyways, I don't know, I just stamp and have fun and create, right? Okay, thanks for joining me. I so appreciate you. So come back next Wednesday. We will be talking designer paper all month long because of the sale. I want to make sure that you got lots of ideas on how to use up that paper. And so we will be doing like easy cards, one sheet wonders, just fabulous things all month long with designer paper. So come on and join me every Wednesday at 3 p.m. or Friday at 3 p.m. as well. So we'll see you soon. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we will see you soon. Thanks so much.